I'm going to cover the topic of how to successfully install a Freesat high definition box. So you see in front of me what comes. You have a Freesat box here. It's high definition because unlike the standard definition version, it can handle the high definition, of which currently there's not too many. BBC, ITV, HD and ITV HD are available on the box. But you can see in the back of the box there's a single input for satellite. There's an Ethernet connection so you can connect it on for a later point. You can use things like iPlayer on it. There's HDMI output on it, and there's also SCART leads on it. We have a power unit that goes with to power the box, a HDMI lead, and also a remote control and a manual. And basically, to give an overview of Freesat itself, Freesat is owned by ITV and BBC. Okay, it's set up as a free satellite rival to Sky, and the main advantage is it has a lot more functionality than most ordinary free-to-air boxes. It sets a standard within the industry for how things should be organised, and also the other great feature about it is that if additional channels become available, they will automatically tune themselves into the Freesat box because of software downloads by Freesat. Where with the manual, with a free-to-air system, you have to manually do this yourself, which is a very frustrating thing if there's a lot of changes in frequency, and over a period of time, undoubtedly certain frequencies will change or new channels will become available. In terms of the kit you'd need in addition to this, I just have, as a demonstration purely, I have a satellite dish here. It has a single LNB and simply a cable set up for it. This is a Zone 2 satellite dish. It will be necessary in Scotland and Ireland, and obviously a smaller Zone 1 satellite dish would suit most of England and Wales. So I'm going to start off here by simply plugging in this box. So the first thing is we'll plug in the power unit, and we plug this in here. We'll use the HDMI lead to connect this into the satellite up to the television. You could use a SCART lead, but then of course you don't get the full HD effect on the BBC HD. So what we do now is we come along and we simply screw in the F-type connector onto the what's marked here. It's marked LNB in, okay. And what we do now is we have it connected up. So we can see here with the box immediately it flicks on. And it's saying here, this box will automatically become, the same with all Freesat boxes, non-programmed, and you only program it by actually entering in the Freesat or a postcode. So what we do is, it's telling us the signal strength here. So the first thing we do is, we know that once signal strength is over 50%, it'll be sufficient for us to be able to pick up the Freesat channels. So what we do now is simply press OK. It starts scanning and it's looking for the corresponding transport ID for ourselves, okay? So this part of the process probably takes about 15 or 20 seconds. The next stage would be, so we have the transport ID at this stage. We simply come along now and press OK. And now it asks us for the postcode. So you can set it up for any one of about 15 different regional variations of the BBC and the ITV by entering a postcode for that region of the UK or from the north of Ireland. So in this particular case here, we're going to simply enter a postcode for Belfast. So I come along here and I'll just type in B. And then T, which is the code for the north, and then we come along and I'll just enter a default code here, which will simply be 1 A, and then A again. The next thing will be, it'll be asking us, do we want widescreen or standard? We'll go for widescreen, probably it suits most television at this point, and OK. And at this stage here, you can see it's doing a full scan here, but it's saying no services currently stored. And what you see initially often with things, it's sort of jumpy the way it programs the box, and that's because it's going through a series of transponders to which no frequencies, there's no channels that it wants to program in, and then it moves to a bunch of transponders to which there's a lot of channels on it. So it'll go, say at 0% for a couple of seconds, jump on to 20%, stay there, and then jump on again. So you can see it here from beginning to end. It's fully programmed up now and pulled in 162 channels, and that's it. If I come along here and press the information button, you'll see I'm on BBC One Northern Ireland. So that's it from beginning to end. How to install a Freesat box, enter the postcode, and get to a point where you're actually viewing television. So you can see the whole process only takes 4 to 5 minutes, and that's it from beginning to end.